Hello, sports fans. I'm Sage from SportsBrosWorld.com, coming to you today to let you know my Sage is 7 for sleepers in 2015 fantasy baseball at second base. Second base, if you listen to the podcast, it's a tough position to fill. It's very top heavy, so sleepers may help you a little bit here. Main thing I'm looking for here is consistency. Somebody that's going to play the position, get a shot, and, there's a few thrown in there that, may be a surprise to you. First one is Kolten Wong, who is in St. Louis. He got thrown down to AAA a little bit last year, but I think they're definitely going to give him a shot. He's a good infielder. He's a decent bat. So they'll keep him in the lineup. I'm looking for good quality playing time there, and I think he's definitely going to get it there. Second one is Dee Gordon. Not much of a sleeper per se, but definitely a guy you can pick up a little bit later than, your top tier guys. They can still get you some good playing time. Of course, he's got the speed. Proved that last year. Again, not much of a sleeper there, but he is a guy that can probably go in the later rounds and get you better potential than, a guy you would choose before him. And he's definitely not a top tier guy, but steals wise he is. So, and I think he'll get on base. Brian Dozier is my third one. Again, not a big sleeper here, but this guy's very consistent. I think he's coming into his own. He is a guy that seems to be hitting his stride. Hopefully he stays consistent and keeps progressing. If so, I think he's going to be a great pickup this year, so keep your eye on him. Chase Utley, I know he's my next one. I know he's definitely the crafty veteran that everybody forgets about, and I think that will be the case in most drafts this year. So keep that in mind. He is a guy that's going to play. Even though it's for a pretty bad team statistically that probably won't contend, he is going to play second base all the time. I doubt they're going to take him out of the lineup unless he's hurt. So keep that in mind. He's going to put up numbers. He's a decent hitter. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a guy you can plug in second base all year. My next one on the list is Brandon Phillips. Again, on a team that, nothing to write home about, but Brandon Phillips is, again, that consistent hitter, just like Chase Utley. You definitely, at this position, are just looking for somebody that you can plug in and play, and hopefully stays healthy, stays consistent all year. And I think Brandon Phillips is that guy. Next on my list is Howie Kendrick. Again, not much of a sleeper, but Kendrick has power. He can hit for average. Little slowed down on the wheels, but he is definitely a guy, people forget about. And I think that's the big thing with this list is these are going to be guys that you don't really think about, those crafty veterans that everybody's looking for the great big pickup, and these guys will keep you consistent. My last and not least is Jung Ho Kang. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Pittsburgh picked him up out of the Korean League. They did it for a reason. Again, as we talked on the podcast, I think this is a guy they're signing for a reason. They're bringing him to training camp. They're bringing him to spring training. He's going to get his shot. Obviously, their infield, their outfield is full of young talent. So he's going to have to fight for it. But they're not paying somebody to come over from Korea to sit in AAA. That's just my opinion. He's going to get a shot. Whether it's at second, whether it's at short, I doubt it's going to be at outfield because they already got too many guys out there. So I think he's going to get plugged in at second. Maybe get some time at short. We'll see. Those are my Sage of 7 for 2015 Fantasy Baseball. Check us out on the podcast. We put a weekly podcast up at SportsBrosWorld.com. Of course, follow us on Twitter. Look us up on the YouTube page. Go through all the videos. Check us out on Facebook. You know the routine. Email us if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.